manufactured before 2016 with a scissor gate on it is out of code. The other thing that I look for is on the top of each one of these bars is a roller. So if it's got the roller on it like that, then this gate is in code. It's not out of code. The other thing that I'm going to look for is the distance from this gate to where this door right here closes. Ah, looky there, you're sitting at 3.5 inches, so you are in code. You are one of the only elevators that is in code. As you notice, my response to that when I said, 3.5 inches, because even the new stuff that we're installing now is not even in code. If it was larger than 4 inches, you would need what we call a door baffle. It goes on this door, and it's a plastic build out that basically fills the gap.
I've seen this, okay.
Yep, so luckily with this elevator,
that's good.
So I just tricked the elevator to thinking the door was closed.
Oh.
That's all I did.
There it goes.
Yep, there it goes. So there's some rust.
Is that common with beach
with-
elevators?
Especially with this particular type of rail.
Okay.
We just started using aluminum rails, which is a little bit better with rust and corrosion.
Okay.
But with these steel rails like this, I mean, you can see rust all over your fingers. But I mean, I don't know. It's probably one of two things. It either happened when it was installed, from sitting outside while waiting to be installed.
Yes.
Or I know last year, Ocean Isle got a little bit of flooded with Hurricane Ian. Because you got to remember too, if you come here and there's an inch of water in here, there's a pit right here that's got 12 inches, so there's going to be 1.5 feet worth of water here.
Okay.
I don't see anything on here that indicates any kind of watermark or anything like that.
So it just was sitting out.
It very well just could have been sitting out. It's common, especially with these rails.
Is that something that they should be concerned about?
No.
Okay.
No. Trust me, they'll live 2 lifetimes before this thing rusts out.
Okay.
Are you gonna beep at me? There you go. That's just a safety. If you ever, if whoever owns it, if they ever hear that, that's basically telling them that either a gate is left open
Woohoo!
or a door is left open.
Okay.
Because right now that beeping, you see, I heard the difference in alarms. So that is the gate being open, that is the door being open. So they'll know, hey, this is what we need to do.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, so how do you reset it?
There's going to be 2 breakers for this elevator. 31 and 29 will be a 30 amp breaker. And then down here, number 5 will be a 15 amp breaker. Your 30 amp breaker is what controls everything. This little breaker, this 15 down here, number 5, is just for the lights.
Okay.
So shut it off for a second. Shut it back on. And that will usually do a soft reset. If it doesn't work after that, then you have to call the big bros.
Okay. And that's when they call you guys.
Yep. And as you see, it's slowly resetting.
Oh!
Yep.
This is a push to start, stop.
Yep.
Be careful.
You push
If
it,
they
it turns
push
it
it-
off. Pull it, it puts it back to running.
Okay.
Outside of the gate and the baffle thing, that's the biggest safety feature for me, is having some way to call someone in case this thing stops working.
Okay, so that's not what this does?
It does, but it's not, nobody lives here, so the phone line's probably not hooked up.
Okay.
With today's modern technology, nobody really has phone lines anymore. Anyway, they used to be required to get via landline. Now they just require it with some sort of 2-way communication. I've seen people put Alexa in their elevator. I've seen people put the rechargeable Ring doorbell cameras.
Okay.
Like I said, just a couple weeks ago we passed one that had the help I fall and can't get up button. Because as soon as you press it, it dials 911. We do train with the fire department every February, so they do know how to get people off of these things safely.
Okay.
So a good valuable option is what I tell people, especially if they don't rent, is if they have an old cell phone that they can charge up fully, turn it off, Velcro it to the wall, put it somewhere in there, because it doesn't have to have cell phone service on it to dial 911. If it power on, it will dial the emergency services.
Okay.
If they have Wi-Fi, they can then connect it to their Wi-Fi and put a calling app on it. It's not monthly expense. Most people have old phones. If they don't, Walmart sells one for $29. So
Okay.
cheap, easy.
Easy fix.
Exactly.
Okay.
That would be my biggest safety concern. Other than that, this elevator is in great shape. Again, like we discussed, if something does majorly happen to it, they'll have to call REI, unfortunately. But.
And then the lubing of the.
Oh, and preventative.
That's something that you guys will do.
Yes, we'll do the preventative maintenance.
Okay.
Basically, it's what I'm doing here, except I'm greasing all the rollers, greasing the rails. It's basically what I did here today. Is I inspect everything.
Get in there and-
I just get in there and actually get my hands dirty.
Okay.
So, but other than that, I got nothing to say. It's
Cool.
looks great.
That's great. That's what we wanted to hear.
Cool deal. Let me
Elevator inspection done.